Hey guys, it's Melanie and happy Thursday to everybody. So Stella is at the babysitter's. I have some stuff that I have to do today. So I thought that before I headed out to run my errands, I would do a quick vlog update on where I'm at with my mommy makeover surgery. So if you aren't interested in this particular type of video, then definitely click out now because I'm not talking about makeup stuff in here at all. So I finally have my surgery scheduled. I had emailed the scheduling manager at my plastic surgeon's office about a week and a half ago and just wanted some things clarified, and she emailed me back, and part of that email was the dates that were available in December. And I was hoping to be able to do something the very first week of December to give myself maximum recovery time before Christmas. But the only dates that were available were either the 11th, the 12th, the 19th, or the 26th. So in an effort to make sure that I was at least 2 weeks post-op by Christmas, I went ahead with December 11th. So I put my deposit down. So surgery is scheduled for December 11th at 7:30 in the morning. Right now I am the first surgery of the day, so I should be there pretty early in the morning, which is probably a good thing. I think it's better than just waiting around all day, right? Just kind of get it over with after you wake up. So I'm nervous, but I figured that, doing it the 19th was way too close to Christmas, and doing it the 26th would have really sucked because I think it would have ruined Christmas with like the pre-surgery anxiety that I'm sure that I'm going to have. So the 11th it was, and there's no backing out now. I have a pre-op appointment on November 11th, and I'm going to bring a whole list of questions that I'm starting to write down, like when can I take a shower? How long do I need to sit around and do nothing? When are the drains going to come out? When can I start moving around? When can I pick Stella up? Just all of those types of questions. I'm starting to write that stuff down because I don't want to forget when I go to the appointment. So I would definitely suggest doing something like that, because it's important to get those questions answered beforehand so that there are no surprises. So there's that. I felt like a little bit of an a-hole scheduling it the 11th because that is actually the due date for our best friends Dom and Melissa to give birth to their first baby. And I didn't entirely realize it until after I got off the phone, and I was like, oh, I'm such an a-hole friend. But at the same time, babies are rarely arriving on their due date. So I'm secretly hoping that she has the baby a couple of days before or a few days after, which is totally selfish, and I can't even believe that I'm saying that out loud. But this is a really exciting baby arrival because they've waited so long to have a kid. She needed to finish school, and I mean, they're not old or anything. Melissa's only I think in her mid-20s, but anyway, she's waited a very long time and she's super excited, and I'm excited for her, and I just want to meet this little kid. I know he's just going to be adorable, and I want to hold him. And so I felt like a little bit of a jerk, but the good thing about that is I now officially actually have a Facebook countdown, because every week that Melissa posts about where she's at in her pregnancy in terms of how many days she has left, that's technically my countdown to how many days I have left living in the body that I'm currently living in. So that's scary, but it's also, I guess, kind of exciting to know that it's coming. So I am trying to prepare myself as much as possible. I have started working out every single night. This is something that I should have started a long time ago, but I figure better late than never. I don't expect to lose a lot of weight between now and then, but I am just expecting to just build up some kind of muscles in my stomach. I mean, there's not a lot to work with. And I'm trying to like walk every night, kind of like speed walk on my treadmill, which you guys always see behind me here. So just trying to do a few things between here and there to get myself in the best shape possible. I'm trying to drink more water every single day. I know that dehydration is a constant issue for me because I hate drinking water. I hate it. But I'm trying to get a little bit better about that because I know that that's going to help with recovery. I am reading a lot of blogs. I'm watching a lot of videos on YouTube about people's experiences. I'm reading a lot about how to prepare beforehand, so the things that I should be buying. Simple things from dry shampoo, because I mean, it could be up to like a week before I can like take a shower. God, that's gonna suck. Like, honestly, that is like the part of recovery that I'm least looking forward to. Like, I take a shower every single day. It is like part of my daily ritual. It helps me feel not only clean, but relaxed and just better about myself. To potentially not be able to do that for like a few days to like a week, hopefully not more. Like, that just like, I just don't even want to think about it. Like, that is going to be my least favorite part of recovery. Besides like potentially being in pain. So like dry shampoo, lots of wet wipes, those little wisp toothbrushes in case I can't get up off the couch to brush my teeth, face wipes in case I can't go to wash my face at the sink, extension cords, buying a wedge pillow, binders. So maybe getting a couple of pair of Spanx to be able to wear for a while afterwards, corsets, things like that. Colace, stool softeners, like just stuff like that. So anyway, I've been doing a lot of reading up and watching videos about that kind of stuff. It's been great because it's really good to like hear other people's experiences and what helped them and what was necessary and what wasn't necessary in the end. You can always learn from other people's experiences, right? Which is part of the reason why I'm doing this and sharing this journey with you guys. So that reading other people's stories has been good, but it has also kind of made me a little bit more anxious because people have good experiences and people have bad experiences. So same thing happened when I was pregnant with Stella. I had a little bit of a meltdown about the fact that like I was actually going to have to give birth to her. Like, stupid, right? Like, you get pregnant, you got to give birth. But I really didn't think about that part. It's the one thing like I put like in the back of my mind, like, okay, I'll deal with that like when we get to it. But like, let me tell you, the day that I found out I was pregnant, I had a massive meltdown about the fact that like, yeah, this baby was going to have to like come out of my vagina. That scared the shit out of me. I mean, I don't know if that scares other people, but I was like, there's just no way. I don't see this happening. I don't know what we're going to do, but this baby can't come out. That's the kind of meltdown that I had. So I just kind of started watching, again, YouTube videos about other people's experiences, and reading blogs, and everybody has their own unique birth experience. Mine ended up, I mean, it was good. I got an amazing, healthy child, but giving birth sucked for me. Being in labor sucked. I'll have to do like a birth experience video because that's a half-hour conversation in and of itself. But let's just say that like I woke up in like super hard labor and like, I mean, I was like in pain. So like in my mind, I'm figuring that if I was able to get through that alive and in one piece, and like the postpartum like recovery stuff, which sucked too, because like, I mean, I had her vaginally and Stella caused some damage on the way out. So if I can get through that in one piece, I can get through this surgery in one piece. I have read a lot of people's blogs where they talk about, like if they're mothers and they've had C-sections, it was actually easier to recover from the tummy tuck than it was from the C-section. That's not always the case, so I'm not trying to put that out there. If you've had a tummy tuck and it was worse than a C-section, then, that's I'm sorry, that sucks. C-sections suck. I'm sorry if you had a C-section, but it just, that kind of tends to be like what I'm reading, like in terms of like averages. Like more people say that it sucked to have the C-section than it sucked to have like the tummy tuck. Tummy tuck is no cakewalk. It's gonna be painful, but I think what I'm reading is that making sure that you're keeping up with your pain meds and taking them like every 4 hours is super, super important. Because when you're on them, it makes it tolerable. And so you think like, oh, I'm not in that bad of, like pain right now, so I don't need to take my next dose. But like when you come off of that, like pain med and you have to catch up, like that's where it really starts to get uncomfortable. So I'm going to make sure that I'm taking my pain medication on time and making sure that Craig is staying on top of that if I'm too sleepy or whatever to deal with it. And then also making sure I'm taking lots of Colace or milk of magnesia, because the one thing that I'm hearing, and that I know just from my own personal experience, because I had to have some Vicodin after I gave birth to Stella, it definitely backs you up quite a bit, and I don't have a good digestive tract to start with, so that is something that I'm going to be on top of like white on rice. That cannot be an issue for me, especially after being cut in half. So, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I have started telling family and friends. Reaction so far has been good and supportive. I definitely know that there are some friends out there who are, saying that they're supporting me and that it's going to be a good thing. And I know that probably in the back of their minds, they're thinking, what are you doing? Why are you spending the money on that? Why are you putting yourself through that pain? Everybody has their own opinion, but I'm thankful that people are being supportive and that they're being encouraging. And I thank you guys for being encouraging. I told my mom. I didn't really want to tell my dad, so I'm hoping that she tells my dad. It's kind of a weird thing to talk about your dad with, right? And I know that he would just be like, you're perfect the way you are. You don't need to do this. All of that normal dad stuff. My mom she's worried, I'm her only daughter, and, she is just like, well, you have Stella, and, I'm just, you got to make it through surgery, and you have to be okay, and I just don't want anything to happen to you. So, it's that typical, mom worrying stuff, but she's like, I understand, My mom has had weight issues, ever since she's had children, and that's something that she continues to struggle with, and so she knows about what it's like to have a yucky self-image of your body, and I really do hope that my mom gets to a point where someday she'll be able to do this surgery herself, because I think it would be awesome for her to feel good about herself again. So anyway, people are being supportive. I don't think Craig has told his parents yet, but I'm hoping that he can tell them when they get home, because I think we're going to need their help a fair amount. Craig is planning on taking a good amount of time off of work. We're lucky enough to where he's able to do that pretty easily. He owns his own company, so that shouldn't be a problem. And he's going to take care of Stella. I laugh a little bit because I'm the one who's with Stella every single day, and I'm not quite sure that he knows what he's getting himself into by committing to being Mr. Mom for 2 or 3 weeks. It's gonna be a hoot. But his parents live 2 miles from our house, so I'm hoping that his mom can come up every day and help with a few things here and there, probably mostly the cleaning. That's gonna drive me crazy. Besides not being able to take a shower, I don't think I've ever mentioned that I have really bad OCD when it comes to keeping my house clean. I am an obsessive cleaner, and Craig is not. We have different roles. His role is to make a mess. My role is to clean it up. So, and Stella's role right now is to make a giant mess in my house. So that's probably that's going to drive me bananas. So I'm hoping that maybe she can come up and help with keeping things a little bit tidy. I know doing deep cleaning is going to be out for a good 2 to 3 weeks after the surgery. So I'm going to need some help with that. My mom will also be able to come down. Her job, she works for a school district, and so she is able to enjoy the holiday break. So I think she gets off of work the 19th. So she's planning on coming down and helping, which is definitely like a few, like she'll be here the weekend after the surgery, obviously, but she'll have to go back and finish those last few days of work. But she'll be back at that point to just kind of help with, you know, like what I need at that point. So that'll be good. So I have lots of help lined up. I have friends who have offered to bring over food, which hopefully won't be necessary. I'm hoping that Craig can kind of fend for himself, but we'll see. We might need some casseroles if anybody is looking to bring a casserole. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm anxious. I'm nervous. I can't wait to see what my body's going to look like afterwards. I don't know if did I mention that I'm starting to work out? I think I did. I mentioned the treadmill behind me. So yeah, I'm starting to work out every night. Just trying to get my body in a little bit better shape. Yeah, so that's it. That's where I'm at right now. I will definitely do another update in a few weeks once I really start prepping and getting things together, and I'll let you guys know what my list of questions is for the doctor. I've been doing a lot of research on realself.com. I will list that website down below. If you're thinking about having any cosmetic procedures, that has been a really awesome resource for me. So I'm going to put that website down below. There are forums to ask doctors questions and they answer. You can talk to people who have had these surgeries. There's like support groups and things like that. So I haven't really joined it like that, like intensively quite yet, but I'm thinking about doing that. And, yeah, just that's where I'm at right now. So I have to go get ready. I have to go run my errands, but thank you guys for listening. And again, thank you for being so supportive. I know this isn't something that is for everybody, and, it's neat for me to be able to share it so that if somebody out there someday is looking to have this done and looking for some information, I feel good about being able to share my take on it, and hopefully I'll be able to have a really, really good experience to share with you guys. So that's where I'm at. If you guys have any specific questions, definitely leave me a comment below, and I will see you guys in my next video.